you checked your mail today?
Yeah, I got it. It took me like 20-something minutes to read. But it was very... I can't read cursive, remember?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can't read cursive. So it took me like 20 minutes just trying to get through it.
Matthew, you are a grown adult trying to be a lawyer. You should learn to read cursive.
Well, should and will are two very different things, aren't they?
You know, thinking of law stuff, I always get subpoena and sopapilla confused.
What's sopapilla? What's that second one?
It's like a Spanish dessert. It's like fried bread covered in sugar.
It's dough that's been deep fried, like little squares, and it fills like a pocket inside. And you coat them in cinnamon sugar, and then you like drizzle honey on them.
When you come to Texas, we'll go to a Mexican restaurant.
Cinnamon sugar pita.
No, it's not a pita.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta show you guys, like... I gotta show y'all some, like, Middle Eastern dishes and stuff. I gotta cook for y'all.
Yeah, I know.
There's one thing called kanafe. And then we got drunk, so...
And then we got drunk.
My bad. There's just one thing called kanafe.
A what?
This thing called kanafe, where it's a Middle Eastern dessert, and it's like shredded phyllo, soaked in like a sugar syrup, and covered with some like sweet cheese, and then covered with it's like a shredded carrot mix, and then like nuts on top. It's so good.
Ooh.
Let's go shoot some people.
Let's go shoot some people. All right. So last game, you guys got all the gifts from different gods and everything. Then Lewis appeared, and Ash was a little downtrodden about that. And then you guys went with Lewis and Dennis to the speakeasy to go talk to Gilbert finally, while Ash and Steven went back to camp. Talking to Gilbert, that was the best ending you could have gotten. And then Dennis goes and gets that spell book. You guys just had some fun being role-playing. And then Pale mentioned to Lewis that the mages and Glamora Lestern are going to go hunt the death cultists, and so Lewis ran off to go deal with that. So we left off day 392 at about 4 p.m. in the speakeasy, at which point Sparkle comes back to you guys.
Hey guys.
We were just getting drunk, then I got drunk, and then I got undrunk.
Back.
Oh yeah, Dennis says welcome back, Sparkle.
Just saying, like, yeah, you have fun in the great nothingness.
Yep.
That's good.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I wasn't doing nothing. It was just out in the great nothingness.
True.
Oh, by the way, John, let me copy and paste it into the chat so you can write it down. You guys got a boon called Friend of Death.
Friend of Death.
Yes.
Such a cool name.
Thank you. Yeah, let me copy and paste it. It's in Past Notes Volume 2. Let me scroll down to the bottom. Past Notes Volume 2, let's let the page load. It's a total of... Oh, it's still going. 20 pages.
So let's remember the coolest thing that happened last session is I got a feather.
You got a feather from Steven.
That's the biggest thing that happened. That's the one note I have on my page. It's
oh my god.
And feather.
It's you're immune to being frightened, and you have advantage on sanity saving throws.
Alright.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
Copy and paste that.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
So we still need to deal with, I have made myself a little chart. Objective short term. Revolution. 1, and then 2, keep the festival from getting cancelled and or stall long enough to let Donald Denham's people in early. Objectives long term, the Maw family issues. Yeah.
Yeehaw. Anyway, I just go ask the guy at the bar, hey, so quick question, the bear rug. Was that made from a real bear, or is that, like, fake? Did someone just, like, make that?
It's a real bear, man. Why?
Hey, Leo. Leo, do you think I should test out my Revivify?
Absolutely not. I don't even look up my drink.
Sparkle, do you think I should test it?
Go for it.
Sparkle, do you think I should test out my Revivify? Just to try and bring the bear rug back to life.
Do you say this where the barkeep can hear you?
Yes.
He says, for the love of God. No. The fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna waste a... First of all, we're gonna have a bear loose in the goddamn... Look at that thing. It was like 2,000 pounds. Second of all...
A friend.
Doesn't it take an entire diamond to do that shit?
Yeah.
Aren't we all, like, almost gonna die soon?
Good point.
If you have a diamond, you might not want to say that very loud in this bar. This is like... we're all thieves, right?
Yeah, but you forget that I am made of fire. Like my father before me. Except for my other father, who's really wet. And I guess... well, who's really Barky? Who's a father and a father figure, and where does fatherhood end?
All I'm gonna say, buddy,
my table.
You might be made of fire, but everyone else is made of guns, bro. Alright, so you're...
I should yell back, I'm the fire and firearm. You guys are just arms.
Oh boy.
You want to try shooting a bullet with your fingers again? You remember how that went last time? Hey.
It was one time. It was one time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so what do you guys do first and how?
Hey, let's go talk to my buddies upstairs in the my little temple. Gotta have a little talk-to with them. You guys can come with me, or I can just go by myself. I don't want to drag you guys along to my place of worship. So you're considering converting?
No. I just know that you'll die. Yeah, we need to not die right now, so I'll come.
I'll come too.
Okay. How are you guys getting there?
I reach into my bag. I'm just kidding.
God. No.
How far away is it?
It's only... The walk isn't very far. I'm just asking, are you guys going through, like, tunnels to get there, or are you just walking down the street?
No, we're hiding for sure. We're being sneaky.
Okay. So you sneak there, come out in some alleyway through a sewer tunnel or something, if everyone else is cool with that.
I've spent many times in sewers.
And so you guys get there. The city looks like everyone has like a nervous look to their eyes. I mean, there are still decorations up for the festival, but it feels like something's happening, and not many people look like they're very confident about stuff. They walk with their heads down, they walk like in groups. There's people selling like, the festival has like masks. Like, it's like Mardi Gras, kind of. It's like every holiday rolled into one, because they don't have Christmas or Thanksgiving or anything. Just New Year's. And so people are like selling masks and flowers and things, but like everyone looks kind of uneasy as you walk through to the Tyr Temple, which is again a simple kind of modern building, but still very clearly a place of worship. Do y'all just roll in? Or are you trying to sneak into this place too?
And then I ain't got any problems. They like me there.
Okay, and Dennis is with you, right?
No, Dennis stayed back. Or Dennis went back to the place where we were staying.
Is that cool with everyone else?
He's not coming with me to the temple. That'll be bad juju.
No, that sounds great.
Okay.
Oh.
So you go to the Tyr Temple. There are two, like, guys standing outside. Probably, like, low level paladins. Does that change your entry plan at all?
I'm just
gonna
alright.
Over, and like, does Pale have like, just in his pockets, just like symbols?
Yeah, I have 3.
You have 3.
You can just ask for them. You don't have to steal.
Nope, I'll reach into Pale's pocket and try to steal one.
Roll sleight of hand.
Wow.
Because that's my picker.
Or didn't you give one to Steven and one to Ash, Pale?
Oh yeah, I have 1 left.
Okay.
Aside from my own.
23.
23. What's your passive perception, Matt?
Not 23.
Yeah, I assume it's...
Well, you see, it's funny. It's 11.
There you go, yeah. So you easily pickpocket Pale.
In that one.
Alright, so I steal the symbol from Pale and put it on.
Okay. Now, Pale, you might notice that
Oh, I'm not trying to hide that. I just didn't want.
I just, as I'm walking up, I could reach in my pocket. Listen, these guys look a little serious, so I'm just going to give you each a. I look over at Leo. Well, glad to see that you're a convert now, Leo.
Oh, is that what you call them nowadays?
But Sparkle, you should be fine because you're not a criminal. But yeah, let me schmooze with these guys. But I'm getting you guys as backup because I'm like that place we just were. Speak not easy, speak hard for Pale.
Speak up.
So I walk up to that. It's like, all right, guess what's what's with the get-ups and everything? What's with why the guardianship? It's Tyr. Who's going to attack Tyr?
You ask the 2 paladins that, or your teammates?
Yeah, the little baby paladins.
Oh, we're just worried about the festival's kind of tense this year.
Something going on.
Okay, they look at you. I'm gonna have them roll. Okay. They say, "Oh, Mr. Talon. They've been looking for you." Like, they look surprised to see you guys. Said, Head Priest de Wolbeck wants to see you really, really badly.
Well, that's never.
Will you please follow us? Please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do Leo and Sparkle come along?
Yep.
So you follow these 2 gentlemen in, and they lead you right to like the main kind of sanctuary where you see Gorvnal de Bolbeck talking earnestly with Mora Craft. Do you guys remember who Mora Craft is?
No.
She is the person that you first saw Stephen and Stonegarden talking to. She's the head priest of Pelor.
That's right.
And she's like an old friend of Stephen's.
Ah, crap. Yeah, she's the Pelorian.
Yes.
Spit in the ground just thinking of them.
Yeah, so those 2 are here, and these 2 little dinky paladins usher you up to them, and Mora Craft is actually more surprised to see you than de Bolbeck is, because he walks right up to you, Pale. Do you let him touch you?
Yeah.
He casts Remove Cursed and Greater Restoration on you, and then looks at you as though he's looking for something to have worked.
I just kind of look at him like, if you're wondering about the hair, it's just like that. I'm not. It's hair. I know it looks like fire, but it's not a curse. It doesn't hurt me. You know I'm a fire genasi, right?
He shakes you and he says, "I can't believe they got to you."
I was born like this.
No. The Merculians. You said Stephen Puyo was on your side. Have you not been mind-controlled? What happened?
Do you really think that I'm not easy to mind control? I can't speak real pretty, but... so it's kind of a long story.
Make a persuasion check.
Ruh-roh. 11.
I'm gonna jump in and say, look. The only reason that Steven is friends of ours is because Pale helped him out because it was the just thing to do.
You also make a persuasion check. Would you say anything, Sparkle?
A 10.
Oh, wow.
Wow. The bard is less persuasive than the socially awkward genasi.
Well, sorry.
You should be.
Yeah, I put my put my foot in.
Okay.
Now, Pell, all the years of the year of known Pell, he seems like a pretty cool guy, so I back him up.
Okay, great. Roll persuasion.
Yeah, makes sense.
20.
A 20? Oh, shit. Yeah, how high is your... I guess you're a sorcerer. Okay, yeah. So, it's the 2 of you. Leo, you just look shifty, man. You gotta have a disguise on. It's your nature. And then Pale, you've been gifted with words. God gave them to you. You use them so well. And then Sparkle goes like, just remember that Pale's a good guy. And they're like, okay, fine. And they usher you into an office. And it's like kind of dark in here, but Mora Craft is like, part of the sunshine. And So he's like, all right. I don't even want to sit down because I'm so fucking nervous. What happened? Tell me everything.
Well, first, okay. So there I was. It was like a month or something ago. I'm not good with that, but the mayor was like crazy, and everything started.
I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna put it over his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you try and resist, Pale?
No.
Okay.
I know it's for the best.
So, let's ignore that, because that was way too much background for what y'all are really asking about. You don't need the details of everything that we've done in our entire lives together. But anyway, so... I'm trying to remember how he met Steven.
I was just telling you how. He was the rescue party.
That's right, he was part of the investigating party. Shit.
He was part of the response team the night you guys killed Rowan Farlight, the mayor who murdered your friend.
Yes,
and then
convinced them that we were trying to help.
And then you covered my mouth trying to explain exactly what you're about to say.
I thought you were going to talk about how the mayor was like unjust. I'd forgotten. I'm so
that too.
Nope. We ain't even talking about this is metagaming. We ain't even talking about how we killed the mayor.
Well, if it comes up, it comes up.
No, sir. We're not admitting to that. We worked hard to cover that shit up.
All right, my mouth is covered. You go ahead and explain it.
So I'm from Edgewater. It's where I grew up, and I had learned recently that after my mother died, she left me the house, which I didn't realize that we had owned. I always thought that it was like rented, so I never thought anything of it. So we went back to go and check on my house, and then while we were there, crazy things happened, and like the mayor's mansion like burned down, and he was murdered, and while we were trying to like save folks because we heard all of the commotion, Stephen Puyo was one of the investigators, and he found us. And after a short discussion with him and I should know my best friend Eli Locke, my best friend Eli Locke. After a discussion with him as well, they understood that we were trying to help, and so when we ran in to Steven again, we of course said hello, and then he kind of like told us about things that were going on, and Pale decided to give him a hand, because even though Steven has made some questionable decisions in life, he is a good man.
I give a thumbs up with my mouth still covered. Yeah.
I'll uncover it now.
The Mora Kraft says, you're best friends with Detective Eli Locke?
He doesn't like to admit it, but we are pretty good buds.
He seems a little uptight to me. I like him. He's a little uptight. But yeah, no, he's all right. My best friend is actually just one guy, Dennis. He's an accountant.
Mora kind of rubs her forehead, and her pale, silvery gold hair gets in her face, and she brushes it back, and she says, she says mostly to Gorvnall, God, I knew the response team thing was a bad idea. But
no, it was actually a good idea, but you're free to believe what you want. I mean, granted, I'm kind of biased against certain groups now. I don't really like torture.
She squints at you. How close are you guys to Steven?
Not very. We just helped him out sometimes.
Well, I kind of look over at Sparkle and Leo, then back to Gorgon and back, and I'm pretty good friends with him. Friends though, nothing like. He's not really my type. He's a little too rugged for me. But
Gorvnall looks confused, and then Mora just groans.
Plus, I don't like going near people who do like super, super dangerous and deadly drugs like devil grass and all that. It's not really my thing.
Then now it's Mora's turn to look confused, and Gorvnall looks at her like, in here often. They raise the tier people like really, really strict. And, but anyway, so Maura Craft says, she explains to you guys basically, and she looks like she's really dreading asking you this. So we've all heard rumors, and Gordonal says that you said it yourself. What does Merkul have to do with the Maw?
So here's the thing. Apparently, everything and nothing and possibly everything again all at once. And apparently the world is like on this giant cycle of happening and then being undone and then happening. And this time the apocalypse was wrong. And the Maw has something to do with that.
They both blink at you slowly and say, what?
Yeah, so I was told by this guy who's like son of another guy who's a warlock for this other guy who's now a demon, Dad Mike or something, and yeah, he was really high once and was able to see like the end of all things, and apparently the Maw has something to do with that, and Merkul knows what's happening with the Maw, and one of the head Merkulians, Ash, who was a bit of a stick in the mud, but he lightened up, he knows a lot about it. He has wood hands and feet.
They just kind of blink at you again, and Maura says, do you mean Elder Michael's prophecy book?
Yeah.
She blinks
I read it. It was weird.
Says, goddamn Golgari, and... says, I would give anything to have read that before I gave it back to Stephen, but the law says that I'm not allowed to snoop in other gods' business. God damn it. So there's a prophecy about the Maw that was written by a Merkulian guy, a demon, Elder Michael.
Demon's a strong word.
God, he's really gotten into you.
Okay, no, he's a demon. He's kind of also a prick, and I also really don't like his kid, John. Johnny's a bit of a prick. I get he's trying to do good and all. He's a little extra.
Well, you're almost guaranteed to turn out emo when you got Stephen Puyo for a dad.
I can't really argue with that.
Alright, so where does that leave? Okay, so...
Don't worry, my accountant friend also read it, and he said he's going to try and, mull through it.
Your accountant...
He's practicing to be a wizard. Yeah, he's practicing to be a wizard, though, so it's really cool. I'm really proud of him. He's smart.
Where is he now?
I sent him back to the place where I've been staying at the inn. He's just hanging out with a book he just got. Stephen gave him the money for it. It was actually really nice. Stephen's loaded. It's wild.
He is. And he doesn't have the cognitive ability to manage that much money, and that's for better or worse, I guess. Anyway...
He does, right?
Sure. Maura very carefully looks at the three of you, Sparkle, Leo, Pale, and she says, the reason I'm here with Mr. de Bolbeck instead of back at the Pelor Temple where I belong, I'm trying to confirm a disturbance in the Force, as they say, felt last night. You say you're close to Stephen. God help me, what did he do last night?
We don't know anything about that. He was away from us last night.
I slowly start taking my pack off. Kind of look over at the other two like, what should that say?
What are you taking your pack off for?
I was like, Sparkle, Leo, you guys gonna... I start reaching out, I'm looking at both of them like, either of you gonna say anything else?
We have no idea what Stephen was doing last night. That's all that there is to say.
Yep.
I pull out the feather.
Oh no.
I just say, I found a bird. I was bird watching last night with my buddy Dennis.
Are you actually trying to say that it's a bird, or are you showing them that it is?
No, I'm taking out the feather. I'm like, so we didn't see it, but we kind of heard about it and saw it, and yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm not good at lying, guys.
You didn't need to say anything. You could have just sat there quietly.
I'm nervous.
Okay. everyone make persuasion / deception checks to see if they freak out or chill.
Oh.
Woo! And you said deception? That is a 29, ma'am.
Yeah, you said we don't know jack about that. We know fuck all. And they're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then, good old Pale here with a 2, which makes it a 1. And then what was your total, Sparkle?
14.
14. Yeah, so with a 29, Leo, and then a 14, Sparkle, you say you didn't hear shit, you didn't see anything, and then Pale pulls out a goddamn feather, and Mora Craft just kind of sits down on the desk, and Gorvnal de Bolbeck goes and sits down in his chair. And then how do Leo and Sparkle react? Do you just angrily whisper at him, as you just did a moment ago, Leo, or?
I'm going to send a message to him with my cantrip, and I'm going to say, you stupid motherfucker, we are trying to keep the revolution on. Why are you trying to scare them into canceling it?
Am I able to send something back with that?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell them that they're all gonna leave because they did what they wanted.
I mean, okay, that's actually pretty solid. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
I mentally flip off Leo.
Alright. Yeah, so they both just sit down and kind of like put the tips of their fingers together and then put them near their lips like they're praying, but their eyes are wide open in horror.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of look and say, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna kind of miss Steven. It sucks that he's leaving so soon, but, you know, he'll do his own thing, going off wherever he's going.
Wait, he's leaving?
Why would they stay here? They got Steven as the big, pretty, beautiful wing boy.
Is anyone going to corroborate?
Yes, from what we could tell, that is what they were after.
How about you, Sparkle?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone roll persuasion.
Please, God, we're only at 21. A 9.
Wait, is it persuasion or deception?
Oh, yeah, deception. Sorry.
Oh boy.
A 19, or sorry, 16.
Okay. I need to get out Mora's character sheet.
Dude, she just has 1s. She has -1
9.
for everything.
So the 9. So what was your total again, Charlotte?
16.
Okay.
Thank God for having people who can lie in this party.
Oh yeah, I'm real good at it. I have a +10 in deception. I am quite the liar.
Anyway, Mora's about to have an aneurysm.
Yeah, Gorvnal looks like, oh, thank fuck they're leaving. Like, he'll believe anything. He wants to believe that. But Mora says, Merculians, while I'm sure they're glad to have Steven back, and it looks like kind of like that's a personal failure to her, she says, well, I'm sure they're glad to have him back. They're not just going to let an opportunity like this slide. Unrest in the city, and there's rumors that it's being started by the Merculians. If you guys remember, those will be your rumors.
I look at Sparkle and Leah. Just like, do you want the real truth? Do you want the honest truth? Why they're going to leave?
I'm gonna do a message real quick and be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Trust me, just back me up on it.
If you tell me what it was, I can back you up better.
Ash. I'm just gonna turn to Mora and say, do you want to know the real reason why they're really leaving?
I absolutely do.
Merkul wanted me to leave Tyr. I said no. So Ash came to kill me. He walked probably 30-something miles, half dead by the time he got back, or got to my camp, and I spared his life. Ready to kill him, I spared him. He was told that by Merkul to come and die at my hand so I could be the next champion if Steven wasn't going to do it. Spared his life. They got what they wanted. And it's kind of a détente. Kind of a we didn't murder each other. Let's keep it that way. And Sparkle and Leah were there. They were with me. They can account for this, the fact that we end up just drinking apple juice by a fire with
That's
this guy.
100% true.
She says, so because you wouldn't leave Tyr, you're getting an entire Merculian army so butthurt that they're gonna go home.
Have you met Ash?
I have not.
That is the most butthurt man I've ever met in my entire life. He starts out his day butthurt.
Oh
He
boy.
almost cried because he saw Steven kissing someone.
Who?
We don't know.
It was. I just
We don't
know the dude
know.
was really pretty. Like, really pretty.
Make persuasion checks.
Persuasion or deception?
I think it's mostly true, so roll either one.
3.
Oh,
Jesus.
God!
25.
Okay.
Why is it that I roll my worst with my weakest stat?
Oh, what'd you say, John?
Persuasion
Yeah, or deception, either one.
or 7 and persuasion. 12.
12. She... that wasn't a roll to see her, like, insight. That was a roll to see what mood she's in. She takes the three of you around the shoulders and leaves kind of Gorvnal out of it. She says, so we've already called Glamora Lestern, and looks in each of your eyes and says, are the Merculians going to fight with the rebels?
What rebels?
We heard there's going to be an upset soon, and this has thrown a wrench into the entire thing. Are the Death Cultists connected?
Not that we know of. They literally just came for Steven, as far as we were aware.
If they were, not anymore.
I'm gonna say just Leo roll deception.
It's a good call.
Good call.
Do it with advantage, because your friends are helping you.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Oh, and a plus
Like
1
it's-
for friendship.
That's right. That's a 27.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Okay. Unless Mora crits. Okay. So Mora sighs with relief. And she says, alright. So I guess I'm gonna... I mean, Glamora still may come just to hang out on Earth, but
No.
do you know...
Let her go back to heaven. It'll be fine.
Well, she hasn't left yet. But... So Steven really is the champion again, and they're leaving? Do you know when? How soon? When are they leaving?
Oh, like in the next day or so. They're packing up. They're getting ready to head out.
This is okay. And she just looks like she's really mad at herself for something. You can only assume it's letting this happen. But
Really, it's Johnny's fault, so.
Johnny's fault?
Yeah, he kind of. Steven was unsure about it all, then Johnny showed up and threatened to lock Steven up in an asylum and have him tortured. It kind of got messy.
Oh god. Oh god. Fuck,
He
I'll have
has
to...
some anger issues that I think he needs to work out.
Mora just wipes her forehead. I was like acting silently by myself, forgetting that you guys can't see me. And she just wipes her forehead and says, I have to message both of them, I guess. I guess Steven to tell him so long, farewell, if I ever see you again, I'll kill you, I guess. And figure out what's wrong with Johnny.
He's still Steven.
She looks at you with a long, cold stare. No. No.
Orients.
What?
You guys can't take jokes. I swear. Tyr, we get jokes because we have that whole balance thing. So many religious people can't take humor.
I'm under a lot of stress.
You need like a nice bath or something.
I'll go stand in the sunshine later.
That's not wet, but okay.
So I think, unless I'm leaving any plot holes undone, I think you've convinced them to chill. As long as the Merculians do quote-unquote disappear.
I pull out my dagger.
Oh, God.
I'm dumb, not stupid, don't worry.
You're dumb, not stupid.
That's very good.
I'll stab Leah later.
That's very good.
So yeah, just kind of looking like, oh, by the way, Tyr's kind of angry at me because he tasked me with stopping this. So that's kind of a thing. So, Big G, if you can ask if he's angry at me, that'd be super chill.
Do you want to make a religion check with advantage?
I would love to.
Great.
So that is a 23.
A 23? Great. You have a waking vision.
Oh no. I'd rather he say angry at me.
You see Steven flying black wings in the backdrop of a blue sky, and you feel that Tyr is displeased, but not surprised or angry. You feel that the job is done, even though he's not happy about it. You see a chain leading from Ash to Merkul, but then the chain breaks, and Tyr is pleased. This job is also done, though also not as much as he would want. Tyr kind of enlightens you with justice is all about free choice and making sure people are free to make the choice. And Tyr can't see very far into the future because justice is more about the past and the present, but he thought that Steven might be corrupted, and now he thinks that the Merkulians might actually have a chance of turning around. And I've written here in all caps, a small chance, but innocent until proven guilty and all. Tyr shows you a future of Ash with short hair, and he's still wearing a symbol of Merkul, but he's in a gray shirt instead of constant black, and he's braiding his daughter Jean's hair as she sits at a modest kitchen table. This is not fair to the people he's murdered, but since he is so close to another god, Tyr doubts he can touch him at the moment. And Tyr also shows you, Pale, a bag of letters, not real ones, but just the idea of a message, and the thought of maybe I shouldn't send these, Tyr thinks. If I don't give you so many orders, you can't fail me. Also the Maw. And so Tyr basically explains to you, he's not angry at you, he's not disappointed. He's just not going to talk to you again for a while. He says, I'm actually proud of you for not being seduced by evil. And in italics, just imagine, continue to not be seduced by evil, as trials are still coming for you. And now would you like to roll me another religion check, please?
Sure. Another 23.
A 23.
See, when it comes to deception and stuff, horrible rolls. And when I need it,
Yeah.
+5, it's fine.
You just open your eyes, and you're in the room with everyone else. You feel Tyr's energy leave you.
Hey, Big G. You ever have that moment where, like, someone's not angry at you, but they're just kind of disappointed?
He's like, did you just have a vision?
Yeah, Tyr's kind of, he's displeased, and I feel like that's worse than being angry.
What? Tyr, why is Tyr mad at you?
Because I didn't do enough to stop everything. Like, I probably could have. So I could have killed that Ash, and I didn't kill him, but I also didn't torture him enough. Because he's, been like kind of a mass murderer, and I didn't stop Steven from becoming a champion, so he's kind of angry at me. He's not angry, but he's disappointed. I feel like that's kind of worse.
Well, I guess just don't piss him off anymore.
That's a good point, Big J.
Also, my name's Head Priest Gorvnal. Thanks.
Absolutely, big head priest Gorval.
Okay. So unless you have anything else to say to these people...
No, nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, chill. We'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you guys do after leaving the Tyr Temple? Oh, by the way, I should reiterate, they're gonna have, like, the all clear when the Merkulians are actually gone.
Okay.
Oh, I decide to just mentally violate Ash by sending a quick sending to him.
Okay.
All clear once Merculians leave. Move camp. No Gomorrah.
He says, actually leave or just hide?
Hide.
Got it. We're going to split into the tunnels anyway. I guess he doesn't have to. He'll send you a message too. He's got more spells today. He says we're going to go hide in the tunnels anyway. Blend in with the crowds.
It's like, yeah, awesome. Have fun. Stay safe. Try the local cuisine. It's made of rocks. Love you. Bye.
Okay. So what do you guys do after that?
I just kind of look at the other two like, my errands are done. I'm just kind of chilling.
What's it? Go find an inn and take a bath because we've been camping for days.
True. Do you want to go to your usual inn, which I believe is called the Sparkly Ladybug or something? Strawberry Ladybug. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's where Dana should be.
Yeah. You guys go to your usual tavern or somewhere new?
What a usual tavern. Actually, no, somewhere new. We don't want to keep popping up around like these big events at the same spot, you know?
But you want to go where everyone knows your name.
Where the barkeeper said to almost throw you out for summoning a baboon and a bird and a fairy and a...
Yeah, exactly. That's right. They almost... That's right.
Like us there.
Out last time. Fuck those guys.
They like us there.
Fuck those guys.
I don't want to. Oh, you mean like you don't like them?
Pale has big virgin energy. Do you want to answer that canonically, or are you good keeping it a mystery?
He absolutely is. He cannot talk to women.
Okay, great.
He's sort of the opposite of me in real life.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Who has a good tavern name?
The Musty Raven.
Monksy?
Musty.
Musty.
The Bard's Tale.
The Bard's Tale.
The Cob Web.
I get out my dagger.
I don't get what the cobweb one is.
Like the spiders, but it's a cob space web.
Oh.
The e-girl's bathwater.
Oh, dear lord.
Oh, God. What was the second one?
You mean the first one? The Bard's Tale.
Okay, let's go to the Bard's Tale. There's several bards here. You won't get much sleep, but it's lively enough where no one's going to notice you.
Ooh, how exciting. That means I can play.
Yeah.
Challenge them.
There's somebody doing stand-up poetry right now.
Ooh, boy.
Poets.
I am Ferris Nilo, the traveling poet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look back at Leo and he's very like, oh, not again.
Wait, no. We're in the Bard's Tavern, which means I look like... Hang on, let me look at my notes. There are too many names that I've got, y'all.
Oh, I also asked for my symbol back.
Oh, yeah, I give that to him.
Oh, I'm kind of sad. I was ready to just cast horribly violent spells on you.
No. I'm way too excited about... Oh, that's right. Salazar Augusto.
Salazar Augusto, the poet.
No. Salazar Augusto is the beloved musician.
Oh, okay.
We're at the Bard's Tavern, which means I'll be a bard. I'll play.
Okay. This is just like a coffee house with open mic night.
Oh, damn.
That's all this is.
I was hoping it could be like some devil went down to Georgia.
Oh, no. That's what I mean by open mic. You can do whatever. Is that not what open mic is? I thought that meant like you just jump up on stage and do whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do that. Do you do anything in particular?
I go up and I sing, Roll the Old Chariot Along, because it's just a good song.
Roll performance.
Oh boy, I've been waiting on this. Perform.
Get a one.
You said 22?
23.
23. Yeah, you get this entire bar jamming the fuck out, banging on tables and shit. you can probably hear them from down the block. Every motherfucker in this bar is singing the song, or if they're not, they're gonna have it stuck in their heads.
Yes.
As will I, because I've heard that song too many times.
I'm not sorry.
What are the other two of you doing? Do you tell Dennis to meet you here, or?
Yeah, I just kind of send a courier like, "Hey, can you go find my accountant friend?"
Yeah, sure. He
I'll be
comes.
reading.
He comes within the hour.
Hey, Danny. I'm sorry, but this song's gonna be stuck in your head forever.
Oh boy. Well, I'll just do some math until I forget about it.
That is adorable.
Man, it's what I do. So what do you guys do for the evening? Also, I have a thing. You guys mentioned wanting to train.
Yeah.
If you guys take like 3 or so, I mean, you have 8 days left, or I guess 7 after this one, because it's probably 9 p.m. right now. If you guys spent, a majority of the week practicing something, you can pick a skill, acrobatics, animal handling, whatever, and put a +1 in that, because that's what you spent the week practicing.
Oh boy.
If you guys want to do that. If there's other stuff you want to do during the week, then just don't. But let's say, in your tavern when we're done with the shenanigans, you practice talking to people, or you find a religious book and you read it, or whatever.
So what is it? There's a thing where it's like, it's not like a full, oh my god, what's the word? It's not like a full proficiency, it's like a little bump, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, on yours, because you have Jack of all trades, I believe is the feature.
That's what it is. That's why I get those.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you're proficient in everything, and then because I think Rogue, you get, like, expertise and stuff, I think?
Yeah, well, I've got proficiencies, and then I've also got, expertise. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And half proficiency, that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what the Jack of all trades thing, it's like +1 or something. But yeah, so if you spend this next week, just pick a skill, religion, stealth, survival, and give yourself 1.
Okay.
And then we'll kind of go through what that week, we're just going to go through what the week looks like for you guys.
Okay.
That's pretty cash money.
So who wants to go first? What do you spend the week doing? And I'll probably jump in and interrupt you if the NPCs would do something. Or let's do this. What is everyone doing tonight? This night? We just hanging out at the bar, or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Buying some crudité. Great squirrel.
Perfect.
I sip on some wine and practice my arcane.
Cool. And then day 373. What do you guys do?
Sorry, I'm still trying to decide what would be most beneficial.
You don't have to decide what skill right now, but
I see.
just don't forget or anything.
I mean, with me, I'm gonna keep on praying, and I'm also gonna work on just building up some. God, I guess studying with Dennis, trying to just like learn with him, because if he's learning, I know I'm not going to become a wizard, but I can at least learn how he learns. Try and understand that.
Okay.
In his form.
Yeah, he goes through the spellbook he just bought. It's mostly divination magic. So now he has spells like, he's got, Wall of Fire and a couple of non-taboo necromancy spells. But then he's got, See Invisibility and Detect Thoughts and Counterspell, things to find stuff or see ahead. Those are the kind of new spells new specialization he has. He'd go over that a lot, making notes in the margins of the spell book, putting post-it notes in the tabs so he can get to the important spells faster. And then he'd also go over the prophecy with you a lot. Mm-hmm. Has Matt encountered anything new that he would think about wanting clarification on to see if Dennis has thought of it.
I have not.
Or to see if...
Over it more deeply.
To see if the DM will just tell you something that if you don't know.
You know what? Shrug on Sparkle for a second.
Yeah, you don't have to, right? I mean, we can go back around to it. But, yeah, have the other two of you even read that?
No, because I'm the worst, and I keep forgetting it.
It's okay. I believe it's in episode 18. I read it.
Wild.
Yeah, I mean, I could fucking read it right now, but...
No.
Okay.
You emailed it to me.
Yeah, it's also in one of the episodes if you just don't want to read it, but...
Well, it's not that. It's literally that I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Write yourself a post-it note. Read the prophecy.
I was trying to figure out what the green star was.
Okay.
The green star seems to be creation, so if the green star is creation, how do we protect the green star?
Let me roll history for Dennis.
Big D, if you will.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, he's got a +7 history. So what is that, 21? Yeah, I'd say he would know. He says, I mean, this all seems pretty big, and they say the Ethereum shard was green.
So, Dennis, let's pretend for a moment, roleplay, if you will. If I didn't know what the Ethereum shard was, what would that be?
They say it's what powers the beam, and it's what caused the crisis. It broke off and created Thunderscram. And they say that you know who Thunderscram is, right, Pale? I know you're not from here.
I think so.
So, does Matt not actually know this, or does Pale not
That's
know
a place, right?
Yeah, it's a kingdom to the north. It's what they're building the Goldberry Highway to. So the Ethereum shard landed there, and then they mined it when they were creating Thunderscram, and it just kind of powered their forges and stuff. And then, about 70 years now, one of their queens touched it, and it went into her and her baby, and so it was disappeared. And then now they figured out that it's in this guy named King James, who, because it's Thunderscram and they're anti-magic, he has basically infinite power and just chooses not to use it. They say recently he's gone insane, but nobody will say why, because they're also very reclusive and isolated.
Also, after I learned this stuff, I kind of relay it to, as he hates being called Big G, hey, listen, I think the key to the maw is the absolutely crazy king. He might be causing this. It sounds like, if it broke off, Nate Thunderscram, it was absorbed, and then it's in him, and that's somehow connected. I tell Big G.
You tell Gorvin all this?
Yeah.
Did you run it by the party or anybody?
Big G. Oh, I tell the party everything. I assume that they would listen because they care about what Dennis has to say. My best friend.
Okay. Would anybody stop Pale from going and telling the priest?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I'm going to try because,
what do you say to Pale to try and convince him not to?
Let's study this some more before we go and send everybody after poor innocent madman.
I look at Leo, take both of his hands, take his hand, oh my god, I take his face in both of my hands, keep his eyes and say, you're gonna study? I'm so proud of you. And I agree not to go tell Gorvin because, oh my god, Leo wants to learn.
Oh my god.
Fucking the word.
Okay, so that's what happens.
You're getting what you want.
Let me make sure I keep track of this. That was day 373. What is Wanda and or Leo doing on day 373?
Sparkle.
Or 393, I'm sorry.
Sparkle.
Fuck me, I'm sorry.
It's okay, just say it again, and then you can edit it like it didn't mess up.
Yeah, Sparkle, what are you doing? Also, Leo, what are you doing? Day 393.
I'm debating between practicing shooting with a firearm and randomly pulling animals out of my bag of tricks to practice my animal handling skills.
I mean, you could shoot the animals.
That's terrible.
No, don't shoot the animal.
They're going to die anyway. You are literally bringing life into this world to end it within 24 hours.
But if it would have never existed otherwise, you only exist in this world for how old do matchsticks like you live?
Longer than you if you keep calling me that.
Anyway, everything only has a certain amount of life to it. No matter what, everything only has. Everyone is born with a limited number of hours in their life. So these animals only have 24. That's 24 more than they would have had if I didn't pull them out of my bag of tricks. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'm giving them life and then giving them a good life while they're alive.
So you should shoot them.
No, sir. Because I only get 3 a day. That'd be wasteful.
You have more than 3 bullets a day.
I wonder if you shoot an animal from the bag of tricks and you harvest the meat, does the meat disappear at dawn?
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
And yeah. No, it's okay. It's still a good question.
Is it though?
Yes.
Oh, I just popped my back really good. I'm sorry. But
Hear that?
I can hear it too. Gross. You should be ashamed.
I'm jealous.
anyway, so you're thinking about shooting or playing with animals?
Yes, I'm trying to decide between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sparkle, have you thought anything to do?
I tried to explore the ruins on my arms and legs. See if I can't find something in books like arcane.
Oh, like to figure out
Yeah,
more about yourself, or?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Roll me either investigation or arcana. And have we ever established, are you one of the only rune children, or are there more of you?
I'm sure there's more. I just hadn't explored it that
Okay.
much. Let's see, arcana or
Yeah, arcana or investigation.
okay, 4 each. Arcana. Ooh, 23.
23, yeah. You, Sparkle, you go to the library and, now that they're not researching Merkul as fervently, or maybe they are up a distant secret now, you find more, in the Arcana section of books, that rune children are pretty rare. They're mostly up, in the northern parts of the world, where, being tattooed is more common. Yeah, they're mostly, kind of nomadic people are known as rune children. And maybe that's how you ended up in Thundersgram originally in the first place. But, some descendant of whoever decided to settle down in the only northern city. I'd say I feel really bad because I haven't really thought about using your class as a plot device, and so I haven't researched it that much. All I know is that you can store spells in your arms. I'm really sorry.
It's alright. It's fine.
I mean, other than I don't think there'd be many books that would know much more than you already know about yourself anyway.
Yeah.
But you'd find there's, more about, up north where you're from, the kind of, historical, people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That raises a lot of questions about your backstory that we haven't gotten into. And by the way, I don't know if you want to answer this right now. I'll talk to you later. It's fine. I need to ask you some questions. Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah, so I don't think you'd find much more, like, you know, as far as how it works, more than you already know, but there's more of just, like, you know, where Rune children came from, kind of legends about them, that kind of thing. Were you looking for anything in specific, or...?
No, just some general knowledge where after the campaign I could start looking by myself.
Oh.
Or if everyone wants to come with me, more the merrier.
Wait, after the campaign?
Or sometime when we get a break from doing stuff.
Oh, like in the story?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's... Because I'm thinking about... We had a Leo section before we started recording, and we had a Pale section. I think we're going to do a Sparkle section soon, if you're cool with that. Which means we need to iron out some stuff, but yeah.
And the Leo section was so cool, we should have recorded that shit.
I know, I feel it sucks that we didn't. Get out of here.
It's Leo, though.
No, me dressing up as you and pouring,
Alchemist fire.
Sin.
Alchemist fire?
Alchemist fire, yeah.
Me pouring alchemist fire.
There's something wearing my face.
And, no, well, the extra thing is, I had my hood down, and so while I was like leaned over her, I changed into the face of my rotting corpse best friend.
It was very good.
No, exactly why. She was burning to death from the inside.
And the thing I wish we recorded the most was the game where you tried to convince everyone that Wesley Tholo was the one smuggling guns into Stone Garden, because he was just some random ass.
My character, it really was.
No, it was beautiful. The way you guys escaped from the guards, that was art. That's class. That's prime D&D shit right there. And that's the moment. That was the moment I decided to start recording.
Yes, I know. And then everything's gone downhill from there.
I'm very sorry.
Hey.
Wow.
Because now I have the best friends that all aren't Leo.
What?
Because now I
I
have
think
30
it's
best
a
friends that
steady hill. Just steady. Going up or down.
We're on a flat surface, huh, John?
No. Bailey's been fine. I blame Pale.
Everybody's blaming Pale. Look
You're
out.
right to blame Pale. That's not wrong. You absolutely should. Anyway.
So have you decided what you're doing, Leo?
Oh,
I mean, you could do one thing one day and one day the other. You have 7 days.
yes, I know what I'm trying to gain. Point.
Oh, you don't have to literally do it. We'll just say, like, in your free time. Like, you're not doing it all day.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, then that's what I'm doing. I'm practicing with my bag of tricks and then hanging out with my dad shooting guns.
Okay. Your dad really seems to cherish this time with you. He really tries to get you to know you more. Like, he tries to ask you about Allie again. He tells you a lot about Catherine Drake. Is there anything you would say in particular?
I would bake him some cookies.
I
would bake him that rose water and... Ooh, I wrote it down. The rose water and...
I think it's rosewater quail, right?
Rose water and plum quail.
That's what it was. That's a real recipe in a book I have. Or a
Wasn't
novel.
it the one that, like, cooks her feelings?
Yes. Yeah, you make him this delicious meal, and he gives you, like, basically weed brownies.
Yes!
Devil grass brownies. And he's like, don't show...
And it begins again.
He's like...
Oh no, I'll never tell Pale. He'll never know.
He warns... your dad warns you. He says, maybe only, like, eat, like, half of it and see what it does to you.
Wait, how many brownies did he give me?
Like a 9x9 pan. And...
Wow.
I'm gonna put them in the bag of holding. Does things rot in the bag of holding? Does food expire?
No, they don't.
I think there's...
God, you know what I forget that I have? My fucking chicken pin cushion.
There's no air in a bag of holding, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, so it's like vacuum sealed. It's not refrigerated, but it's vacuum sealed.
Yeah, it's just like a whole other ethereal plane, almost. Like, it's its own something. I don't know.
Yeah, but so your dad warns you these are really, 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 really strong.
Oh boy.
And he says, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Time to go and drug some Merculians again.
Oh my god. I take out my dagger that's small enough to kill a small city. I don't mean to dead name Sparkle. I'm reading the chat right now, sorry. Okay, next is going to be day 394. Does anyone do anything special?
Not really.
I just go back to see Big A, Gorpal, the High Priest, and I kind of just sit there and talk with him about the vision. I just kind of spend at least a few hours just trying to go through that and be like, what do I do with this? Because I feel like I did my best, so...
Oh, the vision you just had?
Yeah, it's like a little therapy session with Gorpal.
Okay. Yeah. He tries to be understanding. He's still really on edge because the festival and the Merculians but he tries to help you out and be a mentor as best he can. He says, even though Tyr's the god of justice, sometimes it's not up to us whether just things happen or not. Sometimes it's out of our control, even though we wish it wasn't. And it's unfortunately really vague because who decides what justice is? How far do you go? It's almost a cultural thing, which is weird that... I say it's weird. I'm the head priest of Tyr and Stone. It's something I've struggled with my entire walk with Tyr. That it just... The cultural differences, in Son Corel, if you steal a loaf of bread from the, issue station, they cut your fucking head off. But here it's...
If you don't steal, you die.
Exactly. And so where do you draw the line between who do you punish in that situation? Do you punish the people making bread so damn expensive? Or do you punish the guy who stole something? What's the real justice?
This whole justice thing is really confusing. We should have picked a different god. I like him better. I was offered like infinite power and to be Merkul's champion. That was kind of a thing I didn't want to say for my friends, but he offered
wait,
to be
what?
So, yeah, but I decided to stick with Tyr because I kind of like him more. He's a little more chill.
Gorpal grabs her the shoulders. They what?
It's all. Don't make a thing out of it, Gorpal. You're way too high strung. I turned them down. Don't worry.
But he's like,
yeah.
Pale, what? Championship?
Yeah, it was a whole thing. I don't get it. It seems a little extra. I don't think I could pull off the whole skull and black wings thing. I'm more into like silvers and purples.
That has to be a lie or a trick, right?
You can do Zone of Truth if you have that on me right now. I'm here. I'm free.
Just time. Zone of Truth is what you think the truth is, not what... Merkul had to be lying. That's insane.
Well, now you're just kind of being rude.
Well, no offense, Pale, but shit.
Just real quick. Real quick.
Yeah.
You do know that I'm a Genasi, right?
Yes.
Just want to make sure you didn't think I was a tiefling and thought that Merkul wanted me for that. Just want to make sure.
Anyway. No, I know you're a fire Genasi, yeah.
Just making sure. But, ends up I'm kind of like, especially like, something like that. It was a whole thing. I don't know. It was weird. Right? That's weird, right?
That's extremely weird, Pale. And you say Tyr's been talking to you this often?
Yeah, I like him. He's nice. He shows me pictures and stuff. We got along pretty well.
How often does he show you visions?
Like every week or two. You get them too, right?
Like, once a year, Pale.
You're messing with me, right? You're pulling my leg.
No.
You get them every now. Oh.
How many times has this happened? Like an estimate?
Like 7 or 8. I also had one from Merkul at one point.
God, Pale.
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh my, yeah, I walked into that one. He says, Pale, that's not normal, right?
No one told me. I thought it was.
No, that's wicked not normal. How many, have you seen the Maw?
Like 5 times, yeah. The Maw is coming.
Wait, did you say that out of compulsion, or did you just out of your own free will?
Apparently I do say it out of compulsion, too. I didn't know until I think Leo told me.
What I recommend you do, Pale, is stop talking to gods, because you're gonna go crazy.
Well,
You know that, right?
no, I did not. So it's bad to talk to our own gods?
Well, because they get hijacked by whatever the Maw is.
Well, apparently Merkul knows what that is. So we should probably talk to his people.
You're apparently friends with Stephen Puyo, right?
Yeah, he's pretty nice, but listen, Big G. He's not that bright. I might have talked to the second in command because he's really kind of unintelligent.
I've heard that from Mora.
Yeah, he's nice. He's like a big old, super deadly giant puppy.
That's the scary part, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, like a Tibetan Mastiff.
Just,
like a rabid Tibetan Mastiff.
Merkul's attack dog. Great.
No, he's not really an attack dog, though. He's pretty chill, Kind of turned it all around. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Tyr did say that there's a possibility that the Merkulians stop being violent, crazy, drug addict orgy throwers. They kind of relax. Showed Ash, the second in command, just hanging out with his daughter, braiding her hair. It's pretty cute.
Make a persuasion check just to see if he thinks you're crazy or not.
Oh, God. They're going to put me in an asylum. A holy asylum.
There is one in the city.
Oh, that's an 8.
Uh-oh.
He looks at you dead in the eyes, and he says, "Are you feeling all right?"
Honestly, I'm really confused by everything going on, and I'm kind of just offloading all that on you, because apparently gods don't talk to everyone. Apparently I'm going to go crazy, and I'm just trying to make sure that the world doesn't end while the god that I worship is kind of annoyed with me, and if I pray to him, I can lose my mind. Gorgnal, I'm kind of freaking out.
Yeah. Do you have any appointments?
No.
Do you want to take a walk with me?
I would love to.
Great. He walks you to the Soon-Il-Mater Mental Asylum.
Ooh. I just look at him like, Gorgnal.
I'm not saying you have to stay. They won't make you stay if you don't want to. But maybe we should go in together and see how bad it is.
I just look at him, pull him into a hug, say, after the festival, I'll go in. I want to just enjoy the party, enjoy the fun. I need something lighthearted after the way that things have been for the past couple of weeks. You know what? After the festival, I'll go in and we can take a look in my head and see if I'm losing my marbles or not, okay?
I'll hold you to that.
Awesome. That's justice. You gotta make sure I hold my word.
Yeah. Also, stop talking to death cultists and stuff.
They kind of freak me out. They're really a lot. They do a lot of drugs and have a lot of, they sleep with each other a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I saw a lot in Crackling. No. Yeah, so... But yeah, thank you for making sure that you're looking out for me. I'll stop losing my mind.
Try to, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do that day, or is that it?
That's it.
Okay. Leo, Sparkle? Day 394?
I don't have anything.
Okay.
You were way far away. We were nowhere near when you were talking to the priests, right?
Unless you all tailed me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Liar.
I keep hanging out with my dad. He and I split a brownie, or I try to convince him to split a brownie with me.
He'll easily, yeah.
Damn.
We have a nice long nap.
Yep. On the, oriental rug in his office, you guys just lay there and look at the ceiling.
Yes. And then after we wake up, I make us a nice little cheese platter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spend the rest of the evening playing with my bag of tricks animals.
Beautiful.
Trying to see what kind of commands I can teach them.
Okay, roll animal handling.
Oh, howdy. That is a 22.
A 22. All right, yeah. What animal do you pull out?
Ooh, let's find out. Hang on. Let me
Please
pull
be a
it.
Drake.
Yeah.
Please be a Drake.
A drake?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have drakes.
Oh, yeah.
A tan bag with a D8. That would be a black bear.
You pull out a black bear,
Well, I'm
and
planning
you're...
to pull out all 3 animals. So that means the first one is a black bear,
Mm-hmm.
and second is a jackal,
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
and another jackal.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Yeah, you are able to teach them all how to sit, roll over, play dead in the middle of the speakeasy. The bear is kind of concerned about the bearskin rug, but he doesn't question it.
Oh no, we're not doing this in the middle of the speakeasy. My father will be so annoyed.
Your dad would let you. He's trying. Your dad's trying real hard to be nice to you.
No, I'm like out in the woods.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I mean, even though I know my father loves me and he wants to be kind to me since he accused me of murdering his lover, or not lover, his friend. His friend.
You know that it's his lover now.
No, it's not his lover. 'Cause
Gilbert did not reciprocate.
Anyway,
That's homophobic.
but
Oh my
yes,
God.
so I understand that he's being extra kind to me, but he's also a crime lord. Like, I'm not gonna piss him off.
Okay. Yeah. So now day 395. Do you guys all go back to the speakeasy at some point?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going like daily, so yeah.
Okay.
More like this to be hard. Oh my God.
Oh boy. So when you guys come, you see a man in, let me see. You see Wade, your good buddy Wade, the dark-skinned human with a big scar on his face. And then you see, what?
I said, love me some Wade.
Wade, who looks surprisingly less frazzled than usual. Almost as though there's been a big relief taken off his shoulders.
It was probably because I put him on my giant weasel.
Yeah.
Sent him back to town.
Yes. And then you see someone with a huge rifle. Like, it looks like a mage hunter, but it's the next level up of guns.
Ooh.
So it's a sniper rifle.
Ooh.
It's so big and long, you have to be prone to fire it.
Ooh.
Nice.
And so he's wearing that and plate mail. This man's not stealthy. Do y'all want to make a history check?
I would love to. As the kids say, ye.
The kids are saying that. Oh no. You said a history check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Oh boy.
That's a 6.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow. That's a 3.
Yeah, in his fancy new getup, you guys don't recognize who this is, except for that he's talking to Wade. There are several other, they look very tan, like they're humans and dwarves, and they all have these guns, some even the bigger versions, like he has, and it looks like there's one, it's got boomstick scrawled into the side of it. You can only imagine this is a fantasy shotgun.
Oh
But
my God.
you've probably never seen them before. You guys will eventually get these, by the way. But not at the moment. But, so this man in plate mail with a sniper rifle turns around and Wade introduces you to him because he doesn't know that you know this man already. He says, hey, it's just the people I wanted to meet, boys and girls. This is Donald Denham.
I look at him and I just bolt. I just start running.
You run?
I run.
Say, very nice to meet you, Mr. Denham.
You shake his hand. For the listeners, if you haven't heard the Lore Dump episode, this is the man who gave them... He was kind of the anti-villain of their, first mission ever. He's the richest man in the world. He has a monopoly on all cotton textiles, all that. And he became a kind of mogul of that business by basically improving the lives of everyone who lived in the towns that he basically owned economically. And so they've renamed the towns after him. They love this guy so much, so he's just a hero of the people. He also talks in a really nerdy voice, so I have to think about it before I say anything. And he says, who do you look like right now, Leo?
Ooh. Well, I'm in the speakeasy, right?
Yep.
Then I just look like Leo.
Okay. And then, Sparkle, technically this man's only met Wanda.
Well,
Do you want him?
This was Wanda.
I mean, well, Wanda was a sorcerer, and then Sparkle's a rune child, just basically a sorcerer, but cooler. And so do you want him to be able to recognize you, Sparkle?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Yeah. And I don't even fucking remember what disguise you fucking had on the day you met him, 6 months ago.
Oh, that too was in gray.
It was Varys.
Yeah.
Gray.
Gray? Oh, Gray, he's a sailor, right?
Yes.
Twirl.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh my god, is that really his name? Hang on now.
Do you have a sailor named Gray?
I have a sailor named Grim.
Oh, very close.
Say.
Okay. So,
Because the guy was noticed. Squirrel and I had the same name.
Has the squirrel been fed in the last 3 days?
yes.
Yeah, I him last night.
Alright, just making sure.
And he lives in the Pokeball most of the time now, so I don't really think that he needs to eat.
True.
Donald Denham shakes both of your hands, and he does kind of recognize you, Sparkle. He says, or actually, that was kind of a significant event for him. He basically led a terrorist attack on Golgari to express that he hated the idea of the highway going through Phandalin and not Stone Garden, which is how he got into this revolution business in the first place. And he looks at you guys and he goes, "Oh my god." He looks at Wade and he goes, "Is that them?" And Wade goes, "That is them. Yep. Unfortunately. And or I guess he'd definitely recognize you, Pale. You're the only Fire Genasi in Macadia right now. But and he looks like I mean, the full circleness is something to... Is it destiny, right? He looks like he's looking to be reassured by Wade, and Wade's like, "I got nothing for you, man." But so Wade explains to you that Donald Denham needs to kind of be escorted to the Rose Cap Day of Revolution, and because you guys have, fought alongside champions and other such folks, they want you to do it. Wade thinks that you guys are the best for the job. You're resourceful, you've got magic. He thinks that you guys should do it.
Yes, I'm 100% in. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Leo.
He shakes your hand again. He's like, I mean, I hate to feel like I'm some kind of, special snowflake, but this is kind of important to me that it's done right, and I've reluctantly been dragged into being the leader of this, so...
Sir, no. Of course, I know. You're Donald Denham. You've built cities. Of course we are more than happy to help keep you safe during these trying times.
He says, "Thanks." Wade kind of leaves you guys to him, and he takes you guys kind of to the side, the three of you, and he says, "Since you're gonna kind of be my buddies, there's something I need to tell you guys. So, it's more so, do you guys remember who Delma Stonehammer is? Princess Delma Stonehammer?
She's the living member of the royal family.
He says, yeah, she's been basically held hostage, house arrest her entire life. It's extremely, 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 extremely important to me that we get to her and get her alive. Y'all feel me?
For what purpose do you need her alive, good sir?
Because she's gonna take over this town.
Oh, yes, we're 100% with that. Yes, that sounds fantastic.
Do you want to make an insight check?
Oh, yes. Now you say that.
You all can. What do you say, Impale? Or are you making an insight check first?
I'll make an insight check and then I'll talk.
Okay.
12.
Well, mine is worse than his, so doesn't matter. Leah's is the highest. Never mind. Good word.
What was y'all's totals? 11.
12.
Leo's 12.
21.
11, 12, 21. I think even all of you, even with 11 being the lowest, and you're 11 and 12, you're kind of like you get a hunch, but then Sparkle, you can tell, for sure, that there's more to when Donald Denham says the words, we need Delma Stonehammer alive. He means I need Delma Stonehammer alive.
I look at him and I just ask, if she dies, if she's brought back, is that good enough?
I mean, I'd prefer for her not to die in the first place, but I understand you're a cleric, I would not... please bring her back to life if she dies. Yeah.
What if we take her out of play early on?
You mean, like, kill her?
That's a strong way to put it, but yes.
You know, Pale, I have known you for a while, and sometimes you just knock shit out of the park, and sometimes you really bomb. So, maybe we don't kill her.
The mages can't do anything if we kill her first.
Die.
The mages can't do anything if we kill her first.
Donald Denham turns to Wade. Are you sure this is the right guy?
Just because I threatened to kill you the first time I met you means nothing, okay? Anyway.
No, killing me I'm cool with. Yeah, I did some fucked up shit. Everything went south really, really quickly. I get it. If you fucking touch Delma, he moves his, gun, which is almost as tall as he is, and the scope probably weighs 6 pounds. He says, I can shoot you from a mile away. That's not an exaggeration.
I would rather you shoot me than let the mages just burn her to a nothingness.
And you, what do you...
Trying to cover all bases.
Please don't kill her.
Okay.
She's very important to me and the future of this city.
I'm going to keep a diamond on me. If the mages try anything, I'll be able to bring her back. I will reserve a spell slot just for her.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
That's what I'm here for. Please get the gun out of my face. It's really freaking me out.
He wasn't pointing it, he just motioned to it as it was on his back. But, yeah.
Please stop motioning. It freaks me out.
Okay. Yeah, so I think over the course of the next few days, you'd get messages from Ash saying, hey, we're in position. That kind of a thing. Maybe you'd hear in passing, sure are a lot of goths in this town today. But nothing more than that. Just so we don't, go over time, is there anything else anyone wants to do before the revolution? Because I think we're going to kick it off next time.
Nope, I'm set.
I'm moist.
You're moist.
No, I'm good.
I sure hope you're not. Because, you're literally fire, so...
Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I didn't do Donald Denham's voice. Oh, fuck it.
Well, if you kill her, then I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Is that about it?
Kind of, yeah. Just, yeah. He's in plate mail and has a sniper rifle, but also a pen protector in his pocket. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dork.
Yes. Him and Dennis would get along under different circumstances.
Or the same circumstances.
Oh, maybe. Okay. So no one else has anything else they want to do?
No, I really go.
Okay, so we'll begin next time with the Mechanist Festival. Dennis can necromance the princess. Yeah, I guess. But,
No, not Dennis. I think Pale was planning to use Revivify. If Dennis necromances anybody, he and Pale both go to jail.
if they get caught.
If we're running the whole country, they can't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. If you change the laws in Stone Garden to say you don't need a license to do necromancy, you can just say that you can just do it all the time.
Yes.
But anyway...
But it's not like crimes get grandfathered in. They would still be tried because it was illegal at that time, would they not?
It depends.
Unless you got rid of statute of limitations.
Now I gotta bring my actual
No, but
in here.
you've gotta...
There's something called ex post facto, which applies, and...
No, you've got to think about it. Every city is different. Is there even a statute of limitations in Stone Garden?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So wait, right, remembering what the statute of limitations means. That means...
The amount of time in which you can bring a case after the event occurred.
Yes, right. So really, it's a good thing for the people who might have done it, because they wouldn't be tried.
Yes.
Yes.
If it's a short statute of limitations, if it's long, it's terrible.
Right. So is it long or short for necromancy? Is it life however long? Is it life however long they brought back lived?
I have no idea.
Life. of the statute of limitations. It's how you use it.
Oh boy.
I hate you so much. We're not friends.
Also, my apologies. I drank a bottle of wine during this session.
Oh,
so
God.
It's been very... It is not average pale. This is usually what my Sunday night gets.
Oh, yeah? You didn't get it in yesterday? Or, yeah.
Yesterday. Yeah, no, because in that I play a legitimately... I think that's what he's a demon who worships Doom guy who just murders people for...
Bye.
Bye! She said you had to go.
Ugh.
You worship Doom Guy?
Yeah, my character, it's in space. It's Edge of the Empire, which is Star Wars. So my character is a Deveronian, so he legitimately just looks like the devil, and he worships Doom guy, and he is brutally violent to the point where we'll go through a whole mission. I'll leave someone who's like passed out, and I'll make it a point where my character just goes back and kills them on the way back to the ship.
Oh my god.
It's brutally horrible. Yeah, he's literally the exact opposite of Pale. They would kill each other if they could.
Oh my god.
And he has guns, but he prefers to kill people using his hands. It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually get that on my Sundays, and then I get to play my awkward but good person on Mondays.
Oh god.
So there's a little bit of Levid, which his name is Levid the Gonk, which is just Devil Knight backwards.
Uh-huh.
A bit of Levid bled into Pale tonight.
Yeah.
This is what we're in festival.
Well, Pale's had a week, so it's understandable he did a little.
Oh my god. This was fun. And I didn't end up accidentally getting everyone locked in an asylum.
Yeah. That was gonna be I wasn't gonna make you fight Mora Kraft or De Bolbeck. They were just gonna arrest you and put you in. You would have had to escape from prison.
Just like real life.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't wait for Dennis to have to make a zombie princess. It's gonna be fun.
Oh god.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna shoot her in front of Donald Denham and then kill him so he knows he failed.
Oh my god.
And the funny part is, you're not sure if I'm kidding or not.
I don't, and it scares me. Just don't do it to Tatiana, okay?
Oh no, I'm gonna make sure that the others have full awareness of what I'm going to do and chances to stop me. It's
Okay.
really their fault.
Right.
On that night.
Bye. On those dark portents, I'll see you later. Hey, it's Bailey Ford, your Dungeon Master. Thanks for listening to another episode of Cowboys and Illithids. I'd like to thank our regular players, Charlotte, John, Matt, Logan, and John. Thanks to Hip for drawing our thumbnail art, and the background music is from tabletopaudio.com. Right now, if you send in fan art of the show, I'm going to be putting it up in the YouTube video. Just send them to us on Twitter at @CIllithids or on Tumblr at Cowboys and Illithids. Even if it's a doodle on a napkin, we want to see it. Please like and share the show, and feel free to post questions or comments to us on social media. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in a few days.
All right, let me interrupt you real quick. I gotta take my dog downstairs, so I'll be back in 30 seconds.
You have a dog?
Yes, Sammy, I've sent you pictures of her. Oh my god.
He has said he's gonna go take his dog out for a walk at the end of the games every now and then.
Huh. Interesting. I've been friends with this man for like 4 years.
Low-key, I think I know Pale better than I know Matt.
You would think I would know that Matt has a dog.
Was there a dog when you went to his place?
No, I think it's his parents' dog or lives
Oh.
yes. And he was in school at a school apartment.
Oh.
In my defense, okay.
Yeah. So I drink real coffee till about noon, and then I drink decaf coffee after, and I just made some and it's put it in my Yeti cup, and it's still so hot.
Decaf coffee still has caffeine, right?
Not very much, though.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I can't have caffeine of any form after 4 p.m.
Oh. I can drink coffee. I can drink, like, a Monster and then just go to sleep afterwards.
That's probably ADHD. Also, yeah, she's the 17-year-old Yorkie who's half blind. I've told you about this dog, Charlotte.
You're not.
Well, that's
I
personal.
know that you have a cat.
3 cats now.
That's right. So obviously I got my priorities straight, okay? That's all I'm saying.